Bunker is the owner of the Orchard Tea Gardens in Grantchester. The last time we spoke, Charles, you were saying how much your bills have gone up. Is this good news for you today?
No, it's a disaster. Complete disaster. I have to say that, thank God, my electricity bill next year is not going to be £108,000, but it's going to be more than doubled. But it is the complete and utter failure of the government not to reduce VAT for the hospitality sector. This is a sector that employs 3 million people directly and about 2 million people indirectly. And the important thing is, if I just take the Orchard Tea Garden as a microcosm, on the 1st of April, the government increased its VAT rate on the Orchard Tea Garden from 12.5% to 20%. That took out from this tiny business an extra £55,000 a year. But that was at a time when the cost of my food purchases had gone up by 35%, and the cost of my staff costs had gone up by 37%. And so, we have been moved into dire straits because of a VAT increase. And you can't get blood out of a stone, and that's what this government is seeking to do. What's even worse is that we have to remember that the flight from the pound, we're at a 37-year low, and that is going to be inflationary. So everything that we import, all our food imports, are now going to go up in price because the pound is falling in value. So it's a disaster.
I suppose what they have done is they haven't made it worse for you, bearing in mind they haven't now introduced that 25% increase in corporation tax.
Dave, you've got to be making money in order to pay corporation tax. Small businesses in the hospitality sector are not making money when they've had such huge price rises. But just look at one of the things that it would be sensible for me to do here. And that would be to put solar panels on our roof in order to reduce our energy costs. We now don't have any money. We've got no profits to take out of this business in order to invest in sensible projects like that.
Just before we let you go, Charles, today's budget, were you full of hope before
Yes.
it was announced?
Yes, a real spring in my step. I was led to believe that this was going to happen. For a whole host of reasons, not least of which is because it's anti-competitive on the National Tourist Trail, international tourist market.
So maybe a winter of discontent then for you, Charles, coming up.
A winter of serious hardship and struggle in the hospitality sector.
Yeah. Charles, thank you very much for coming on the show this afternoon.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All the best.
All the best to you as well. That's Charles Bunker.